If you spend any time on Canadian fintech YouTube, you probably think the war is already over. Wealthsimple has the slickest app, the highest interest rates on cash, and it's where most of us, including me, do the majority of our daily banking sometimes and casual investing most of the time. But if you talk to a seasoned DIY investor who has been doing this for a decade, for example, a lot of the time they have a Questrade account tucked away. The question is why? Because while Wealthsimple is built to be a financial super app, Questrade is built to be a professional-grade brokerage. Today we're looking at how Questrade has evolved over the years to stay competitive and the 3 specific reasons why you might actually want to move your money, maybe some of your money, away from the simplicity of Wealthsimple into Questrade. So without further ado, let's take a look. For years, the biggest knock against Questrade really was their $4.95 commission on stock trades. While Wealthsimple was free, Questrade felt really expensive. But as of last year, I believe that has changed. Questrade officially moved to a $0 commission on both Canadian and U.S. stocks and ETFs. And this means the cost of the trade is no longer the tiebreaker. Both platforms now let you buy and sell for free. However, Questrade still charges for things like mutual funds, about $9.95 a trade, and they have a per-contract fee for options. But for the average ETF or stock investor, the playing field is now completely level on commissions. Now let's look at the reasons. This is the biggest reason I see people graduate from Wealthsimple to Questrade. If you want to buy US stocks like Apple, Tesla, or Nvidia on Wealthsimple, you either have to pay 1.5% conversion fee every single time you buy and sell, or you have to pay a $10 monthly subscription for a USD account. Or I think have a lot of money. Questrade handles this much better. You can hold USD in your Questrade account for free. You can sell US stocks, keep the cash in US dollars, and reinvest it into another US stock without losing a penny to exchange fees, and no strings attached. If you're a long-term investor who wants to build a significant US portfolio, Questrade's dual currency accounts can really save you thousands of dollars in hidden fees over the years. And as I mentioned, I think Wealthsimple waives off the fee if you have over $100,000 in your account. But again, Questrade doesn't have any strings attached here. And that, in my opinion, makes a difference. Wealthsimple is great for the big 3, the TFSA, RRSP, and FHSA. But if your financial life gets any more complicated than that, Wealthsimple quickly starts to show its limits. Questrade offers nearly every account type allowed in Canada. They have RESPs for your kids' education, for when you leave a pension-backed job, and corporate accounts for business owners. So if you're a parent trying to maximize an RRSP, Questrade is simply better. Tools for managing grant money from the government are more robust, and they give you way more control over what you actually buy inside those specialized accounts. And one thing I miss when I'm using Wealthsimple is the ability to autopilot a complex portfolio. Wealthsimple is great if you buy an all-in-one ETF like VGRO or XEQT, which essentially is what I do. But if you want to build a custom portfolio, say 5 or 6 different ETFs for maximum diversification, and you want to manage it all yourself, it becomes a math nightmare to keep them balanced. Questrade integrates directly with a tool called Passive. It essentially is a manager for your DIY account. When you deposit money, Passive calculates exactly what you need to buy to keep your portfolio perfectly balanced and lets you execute all those trades with one click. It gives you the automation of a robo-advisor without the 0.5% management fee. And Questrade users get some of the best integration perks with Passive Elite, making it essentially the ultimate setup for the set-and-forget investor who has a more complex portfolio. Again, I pride myself on simplicity of mine, but there are uses for a more complex portfolio for sure. So why do I still use Wealthsimple most of the time? Because for ease of use, it's still the king. The app is absolutely beautiful, and the interest on cash is not bad, and for a simple TFSA, that's all you need. But here's the rule of thumb. Use Wealthsimple if you're a passive investor who wants your banking and investing in one place, or even just investing alone. And you mainly stick to Canadian-listed ETFs. And switch to Questrade if you want to trade US stocks without a monthly subscription fee, or if you need a specialized account like RESP or LIRA, or if you want to use advanced tools like Passive to manage a custom portfolio. Again, if you want to go more complex, go with Questrade. Wealthsimple it's a great fit for most people, but not everyone. At the end of the day, both of these platforms are miles ahead of the big 5 banks. Whether you choose the sleek Wealthsimple or the professional Questrade, you're winning just by avoiding those $10 bank commissions on every trade. If you want to try out Questrade, I've put a link in the description that gets you $50 in free trades to start, though since most trades are $0 now, the bonus usually applies to things like mutual funds or specialized orders. If you apply for Questrade through GCR, Great Canadian Rebates, you open an account with them, you also get a cash bonus, which is pretty good for doing something you were gonna do anyways, and it costs you nothing. I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.